So the one quote that you can use in any Jekyll and Hyde essay, according to myself, First Rate Tutors, is when Jekyll says in chapter 10, man is not truly one, but truly two. It captures the essence of Stevenson's message for this entire novel. The fact that the tragedy of Dr. Jekyll's downfall was his inability to accept his duality, that he was both moral and immoral. He was both civilized and uncivilized. And remember that the core message of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is that we must accept this duality, which is what he realizes too late in chapter 10. Now, Mr. Salles, what would you say is the one quote?
So I'm going to go for the high value quote of ape-like fury, because it taps into so many of the concerns of the day. Number one, atavism. This means going back to an earlier stage of evolution. And since Darwin came along and just blew the Victorians' minds, they all feared that actually they weren't necessarily going to inevitably get better. They could get worse. And that's what Hyde represents. But also, Stevenson is playing a delicious little game, because the very first detective story ever written was by Edgar Allan Poe. It was called The Murders on the Rue Morgue, and guess who the killer was? Do you know?
No.
It was the orangutan! Yes, the very first detective story featured a murderous ape. So obviously the Victorian reader is already primed for the evil of mankind revealing itself in a beastly way. We're all descended from apes, and therefore ape-like fury.
Here is the one quote that you can use for any essay on Dr. Jekyll
And Mr. Hyde.